Hey, here's Joe and welcome back to the uncertain light at the end, where we're still in the, for my thinking, this is broken graphics down here because I'm pretty certain the developers thought this is too dark. We need to spice up the lighting engine here, and now we got Z fighting everywhere, and maybe it's optimized for 4K or something and that's why it's so bad. I have no idea. But it is just looking bad. Okay. Ah, we are using the Force now. So now we can use this rebar that we found before to make that work better.
Those blocks floated off. We need to bring them back.
Yeah. How? And now they're going through again. I see that. I tried doing the thing that the game suggested at me. So can I put the freaking rebar in now? Or am I not allowed to do anything here? Ah, okay.
What's on your mind?
We could use this to stop those plastic blocks from floating away.
Let me try. Hold on tight.
That's just
Yeah,
pure
I think it'll
luck.
hold. Now we just have to reverse the flow.
That was just pure luck. That was so stupid. It's so pure luck that there's mud on the ground there, in which it can get stuck. That's not washed away now, the moment the current turns. I don't think this is a good idea,
Well,
especially not with
looks
the
as
baby.
sturdy as a suicidal death trap. Maybe Emily's trying to kill us all.
Do whatever you want, but I'm not sticking around. If you're with me, I'll see you on the other side. Come on, Matt. Don't blow this.
Help him up? You are really helpful, people.
It's okay. A bit shaky, but it'll work. Can't cross it on one leg, though, so Alex stays here.
Olga, you and Vera should go next. Better cross now while the bridge still holds.
Yes.
You've got this, Olga. Almost there. Just a couple of steps left.
Okay.
Who's next?
Brian, you go now. We'll cross after you.
All right, here I go.
Brian. Careful. Old man, help him up. Claire. Help her. Alex. No. You are halfway across. You should do it now. I'm preparing for quick time event in case the bridge breaks. No. Okay, it holds. Okay.
We did it. Let's get out of here.
I'm always expecting more gameplay from this
Now that
game.
we're leaving the city, maybe we could build a greenhouse at the new sanctuary. That means no more canned food. And plenty of vitamins, too.
Hey, I like the sound of that. Count me in. I could kill for a home-cooked meal.
Yeah, same here. Never thought I'd drool at the thought of potatoes or broccoli. Oh, great. Now all this talk of food is making me hungry.
We
Okay.
need to get past these boxes. Think you can move them?
My pleasure.
Just go over.
Give me a hand, Park. I'll push and you pull.
Where to?
Into the water.
All right.
All done. Ladies first.
Oh, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Everything about this place is cold and gross. I wish I could jet out to the islands with my bros. Sun and palm trees, a couple of hotties, looking to have some fun. Good times.
You know, I must have asked Alex to take me out to the countryside 100 times, but he never did. All he wanted to do was stay home with his cables and circuits, tinkering with Brian. Since I was young, I've dreamed of visiting exotic places, experiencing different cultures.
I spent so many years working that I forgot what it even means to take a vacation. And after all that effort, guess I should have splurged a little while I had the chance.
Vacation, especially abroad, is a great thing to just to experience something new.
That has to be the exit.
I really
How do we
like
get
going
through?
on vacation abroad. Like, how do
The
we
boxes.
get to?
Park, give me a hand.
So now you can
Let's
climb
go.
the box. Okay.
Careful.
That was weird. Like that little bit of scene we saw in between the cutscene and the loading screen. Graphics are looking original now. It's just the sewer level, so
Okay,
it
I'm
was
lost.
because
Where
they
are
had
we?
problems with
You
the
tell
lighting
me.
engine down there.
Looks like some kind of warehouse.
Ugh, being in the middle of these robots gives me the creeps.
Are we at the USS?
You never seen a courier bot before? They're a lot like you. Can't handle more than one thought at a time. No need for hysterics.
Yeah, you're sure?
Look, someone was here before us.
I bet the cops took them. Damn place doesn't feel safe. We should leave, soon.
Oh, relax. You don't know that. Besides, you wanted to eat something, right? It's a perfectly fine place to camp.
I'm with Claire. I'll get the fire started so we can all get warmed up and eat something.
Sounds fine.
Please, little one, дорогая моя, кушай, eat. She's not having it. I don't know what to do.
Well, for starters, maybe take your own advice. When's the last time you ate?
It's not important. I can't think about that when Vera...
It sure feels nice to be in a warm place.
The Russian
Roof
thing which
over our
she said
heads,
was something along the
sharing a
lines
hot meal
of
with
My Little
friends.
Beauty.
What more than that
Like
does a man need to
Drago,
be
something should mean beauty.
happy? Really?
Whatever, old-timer. It's gonna take a lot more than that to make me happy.
Or beautiful or
Considering
something
the state
like
of
that.
things, I'm just grateful I'm still breathing. Learn to appreciate the small stuff.
Dude, maybe life before the incident wasn't much different for you. But some of us actually made a very nice living before everything went to shit. We are not the same, man.
My life was just fine before.
Yeah, sure, pal. Whatever you say. Only thing that'll cheer me up now would be like room service and a week straight of sleep.
We'll take 30 minutes. Then we move out.
You're the boss, Em. Whatever you say.
Alex, you should really get some rest. You too, Emily. We need to keep our strength up.
You guys
Yes.
rest. I'll take watch.
Thank you. Entry added to the thing. Tours led us to kind of warehouse. Aha. Okay.
Everything all right, Em?
And Alex? Has he said anything about why the robots would be willing to help us all of a sudden? How is that even possible?
Might as well be rocket science as far as I'm concerned. Ask Alex. He and Brian talked a lot about that stuff.
Yeah, I'll ask him later. He needs his rest.
I'm just the housewife. But I would say don't forget to make sure Alex is in a good mood before asking.
Why aren't you sleeping? We could all use it.
Too many restless thoughts. I'm always on edge.
What kind of thoughts?
Oh, I don't know. It's the little things, I guess. Alex says I'm like a jittery helicopter always hovering over everyone. It's just my motherly instincts getting the best of me. I just can't help being concerned for you all.
Claire, we're a long way from home. Do you regret leaving?
Well, what could I do after you convinced Alex to come? But it hasn't exactly been a walk in the park. Remember, we're not used to going out like the rest of you. With his leg, it's a lot harder on him. And I'm no outdoor type either. Months of sitting on your butt doesn't prepare your feet for this. But I can keep a cozy home, keep people fed. That's my thing.
Don't worry. Something tells me you'll get your chance to shine at the new sanctuary. I should let you rest. See you later. Oof, cold out there. We'll need to start thinking about winter soon.
Hope this isn't counted as the rest. Apparently not. Good. Next is down.
We need to talk. Why don't you get some rest? We're all running on fumes.
Yeah, it's just my feet, really. All this walking makes them sore. At the shelter, I didn't get out much. Mostly just ate, slept, and looked after Vera, of course.
It's funny. I've actually been getting more sleep than before well, you know. When I was buried in work, I couldn't have told you whether it was day or night. So, how do you like being out? I mean, it's usually just Park, Matt, and me who do supply runs.
You don't have to remind me that we're a burden. I know you all think I'm practically useless.
That's not what I meant.
Needing a robot after all this time that wants to help us? I'm still not sure what to think, but what about you? Do you trust Fletcher?
I don't
She
see
has
that
no
it matters.
choice.
We'll do what we must. Personally, I never owned any robots, so I can't say whether I could trust one. Especially when robot tutors hit the market. A disaster for teachers everywhere. I remember all those ads for them everywhere. The perfect homeschooling solution. Order now. Pfft, ridiculous.
I used to have a U-bot. One of the cat ones. More like a fancy toy. I named it Oliver. Anyway, Oliver really lost it on the day of the incident. Kept ranting about how humanity had been gone for decades.
And that's the problem. They fool us into treating them like people. But they're just doing what they've been programmed to do. That's not real intelligence.
That's the
All
problem.
right, get some rest.
That's
Thanks
the problem.
for talking.
Okay, let's take a look around and let's see if we can't find something useful to use
Weather
for
like this
our
makes
next
you
mission.
appreciate the simple things, like roofs.
Maybe we'll find more makeup.
A tablet with a message. It's almost like someone left it out on purpose.
Yes.
Hey, Johnny, remember to seal the lock on the manhole this time, okay, buddy? You left it wide open last week. Kids kept sneaking in and stealing our shit. So, lock that baby up tight, yeah? If any more of our stuff disappears, I'm gonna be pissed.
Huh. Thanks, Johnny.
I assume that's how we got in here and not some new manhole to look for and
Another
find.
one of those robots. This place is full of surprises.
Oh, we get another mini game. Travel locations. The best way to travel: Airbus or shuttle. Whether it's exotic countries, unsullied islands, 5-star resorts or landmarks from bygone times, everyone loves to travel, and these days what surprises lay in store for the sophisticated tourist when travel bloggers have already shared their experiences online to be enjoyed without ever leaving the couch. It's so different going there yourself. The answer, the personal touch, the hottest trend in travel is mosaic tourism, in which the traveler visits across a dozen countries and scores of locals in a single trip. How is that even possible, you might ask? How to achieve so much in just a few weeks? By leaving the details to a professional, someone who can choose your itinerary, lodging and local attractions, of course get you quickly from one destination to the next. Never again waste precious time at an airport knowing there's a personal shuttle right outside, ready to whisk you off to your hotel. Don't like that. Park.
Hey there, Em. Everything okay?
I convinced everyone to go. Now I'm not sure it was the right call. So, what do you think? Are we doing the right thing?
I think you made the right decision. I mean, everything you've suggested has worked out so far.
So when things go bad, I guess the blame's on me?
Well, I promise not to think any less of you. We won't get anywhere just sitting around.
So, how you doing? All things considered.
If you mean my asthma, I'm fine. Got a few spare inhalers left.
That's good. I was worried about that.
I already forgot that, to be honest.
Private Park, report your findings.
What?
You volunteered to stand watch, so I'm asking you if there's anything to report.
Nope. Nothing. It's all clear. A couple of era cars passed by, but no flashing lights.
I can take over now. Get a little rest.
Nah, I'm fine.
Gotta go. We'll talk more later. Rain and autumn. It's like the season of gloom.
Suppose that's a toy? And this is the stuff they were... This is the stuff they were concerned that others would steal it? Like toys? Did we go in this back corner? Apparently doesn't matter. We had a new minigame. Tri-pong. A and D. Wow. Okay, you can only lose this. Because it's against perfect computers. Okay. Look at this.
Back,
it's a body
our
bag.
last shelter wasn't really all that bad. Guess
Let's
I'll
use
try
it.
and rest a little.
They found us! Wake up!
Oh my god, no! What do you want? Stay away from me!
Matt!
Dream. That's the inhaler we got him from the first thing. So maybe not Dream.
It's taking Vera! No! No!
Park survived because we...
Shit.
Oh god.
I told you this would happen. Why did I listen to you?
Poor Olga. What are we gonna do now?
They just
What's
took
up?
the baby?
My head feels like it's gonna explode.
They just took the
Vera.
baby? And it wasn't a dream?
Where is she?
They took Vera. You happy now?
What? No!
Oh god.
I'm so
Why?
sorry.
Why? It's so
Leave her
weird.
be,
Why?
Emily. You've done enough already.
I don't understand. I've never seen robots like those. Where'd they come from, and why not just take all of us?
Hell if I know. Never seen that kind of bot before. But they clearly have some unique protocols. They just swooped in, grabbed their targets, and left. And without alerting the cops, feels like we're pawns in some twisted game.
Don't be so
Oh,
sure,
so
Gramps.
another faction.
We should get out of here.
What about Vera? We can't just ignore what happened here.
Keep going? After all the shit we just went through? Hey, people are dying. Little Miss Leadership is gonna end up getting the rest of us killed.
Then
Emily
stay
was
here.
just trying to help. Blaming her is pointless. None of us knew what was going to happen. Still, what do we do now?
Let's head back to the shelter while we still can. Forget this nonsense. If these punks want to run off and get themselves killed, let them. We're way too old for this shit.
Go.
Just shut it. You can't split up the group. Not now.
Oh yeah, just watch me. I should have done it yesterday. Claire, Brian, and I are going back, and I don't give a damn what you say. Anyone who doesn't have a death wish is welcome to come. Rest of you can just do whatever the hell you want.
What about Olga, Alex? We're not going to find Vera by sitting in the shelter.
Exactly. We need to meet up with Fletcher. He might know something about those white robots.
Enough! I'm sick of hearing about Fletcher. This is insanity. Has been from the start. I can't believe I bought into it.
Alex, please, not now.
I'm done here. We're leaving. Come on.
Olga, you coming?
I'm not going anywhere without my daughter. Leave me alone.
Olga, I'll do everything I possibly can to bring Vera back. That's a promise. We will find her, but we have to get going, please. Fletcher can help us, I'm sure of it.
I've had about enough of your help, thank you very much. I'll do just fine by myself, so just leave me alone.
There, dear. We're not leaving you behind. Let's go. Everything will be okay.
Okay, we're gonna get a bad ending because I messed up like 1 or 2 decisions along the way. We just park us and Matt. Okay, group
Almost
split up.
there. The depot must be close by.
Don't worry, everything will work out. No one gets left behind, I promise.
Look, Em, what I said back at the grocery store. I was just talking out of my ass, you know? How could I know that things would turn out like that?
What things?
That's between me and Emily. Need to know basis.
Yeah. Said he didn't trust Alex and that the old guys would just cripple us as would the baby, and he would rather go with just us 3. And that's what happened to be happening. Wow. That thing did just not react to my first button press. And I completely forgot that thing even existed. Okay, so now we can see here how the lighting should have worked in the sewer level. And why they decided to take it off, because it would have been even darker than this.
We could access the station using these train cars. Let's get it open.
Matt and I can handle this.
Have you looked at my arm lately?
Right. Emily, give me a hand. Pretty sure we can force this door open.
I don't like the mesh button QuickTime event. Was never my favorite, nobody likes that. Okay. Have to
Oh,
continue.
jeez. Looks like someone actually lived here. Gross.
On the bright side, seems robot-free.
No idea what this is. That's an audio log.
What did he expect me to say? Hard to get too excited over a subway car. Sure, it keeps the rain out, but not exactly what you'd call special. But there he was, grinning like he'd brought us to the promised land. The nights are really cold here. Starting fires is too damn risky. Setting off a smoke detector would be game over. We won't stay much longer. We're getting out of this city. Somewhere far away. Somewhere where the future is bright.
And we had that other thing? What are you?
This place feels like a crypt. Makes our old place seem not so bad, actually. I shouldn't mess with anything. Whoever's stuff this is might come back.
Yeah, might. We're just looking for as many items as we can, because everything might help. Modern trains. Between the covers achievement for getting all of the magazines. Why would I read about modern trains? Futurists once believed that recent developments in air transportation, including private vehicles, would make mass public transport a thing of the past. No! That just won't work. That's just too much stuff happening in the sky. And if two vehicles collide in the sky, the danger that arises from that is even worse. Yet even in the age of aerocars and shuttles, the subway remains relevant, unaffected by weather and traffic jams. Its speed, reliability and accessibility give the subway inherent advantages, and while service and domestic boxes are an increasingly common sight, human beings continue to rely on the subway as well. Even now, subway management is preparing to put newer, more comfortable cars into circulation due to popular demand. They are equipped with docking stations for robots and of course comfortable seating for people. An improved flexible space management system enables the rapid customization of each individual capsule, making it just the thing for taking a nap or having a private conversation with colleagues, friends and family. And out here. Quick time event again? This time I'm doing it on my own.
For once.
Okay. Train station. I think this is where we were supposed to be going.
Damn.
What's up?
No luck finding a map. It was the right idea to search the station, but look, the screen's broken. None of the train cars has any power, so the holographics aren't working, which means I don't know which of these two paths to follow.
And you couldn't have mentioned that sooner.
This isn't my fault. I'm doing the best I can.
Okay, no need to get triggered. Let's have a look around for a map or something.
What the hell? Why don't you just go both ways and look? This was a map once.
Well, thanks, whoever did this. Broken. Now, tell me, what's the first thing that comes to mind?
Oh my god, you guys aren't gonna believe it.
What was the game talking about? I'm looking at people's stuff, VR realms and stuff. I'm not looking.
This station is lovely, Art Deco. Don't see a lot of that these days. Of course it won't work. Not when you need it to.
We have this.
Huh. What's this? Looks like it's been through some fallout.
Yeah, that's the Pip-Boy from Fallout.
It's cool and all, but me and my watch have been through a lot together.
That's too much for, well, whatever. It's a callback to Fallout. Everybody loves Fallout.
Now I see why all the floors are so shiny.
Oh, that's straight from Star Wars. The Ravager. They're trying to find a freaking map. Illumination. Different ways to go. What is that?
Poor little unicorn. Whoever you belonged to must have loved you very much.
Yes.
The day of the incident was the worst day of my life. Whoever's toy this is, I just hope they're alright.
Obey. Like they would put up stuff like that.
I should have expected that.
Step aside. What would you do without me, huh?
He was just wanting to say, just kick it. I like how a park is just blankly staring into nothing. In the foreground
Follow the
of
red
all
line.
things.
The depot's close. Less than a mile to go.
Follow the red line, which is that one. Can only go this way. Okay. Oh, this is slow and boring. What are you?
Someone misplaced their notebook. Mind if I take a peek?
Apparently yes. We're following the red line, which is this one. Oh, the sign said this is the red line. Yeah.
Well then, shall we go this way?
Could have also tried 50-50, I assume. Or maybe...
Lead the way. It's what you're good at.
Here it is, the home stretch. If only we could have all stayed together.
Let's stay positive. Everything will be fine.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be totally groovy, man. Far out.
I would really like to know whether you could make it that the group stays together. This is where the last game ended. Exactly this. Yeah, that's their shuttle.
The shuttle. Seems kinda quiet though. Keep your guard up and your eyes peeled.
Easy. Looks clear. Let's go. Hurry! We'll come back for the others.
Humans, do not resist. You are surrounded.
Cops! Back to the tunnel!
You cannot escape. For your own safety, please do not resist.
They're everywhere. We're trapped.
An ambush? Who's gonna rescue Vera now?
Okay. Weird path to take. Okay. Is that like a battle going on here? I don't see anything coming my way or not. So that's just a game of chance. Okay, it's weird doing it with the same cover system as the rest of it. Just wait for a pause while they're shooting. Wait for them to shoot. And run. Okay, this is so bad. Yeah, now we get shot. Oh no, okay, we crossed the threshold. That was close. I had my hands not off on it. Oh! That's us from the last game.
No, don't touch me! Stay away! No!
A familiar face
Do
achievement.
not be afraid. I mean you no harm. Evidently, Fletcher's plan has failed. The police are everywhere. We must leave at once.
What about my friends? We can't just leave them.
We can't save anyone without help. Let's leave while we still can. We must hurry. My aero car is nearby.
Friends? Friends! We did survive alone. Okay.
I'm all alone again. My friends have been taken from me. My journey seemed to have come to a close, and then I met this robot, RT. Fletcher spoke the truth. He meant to help us. Now, it's time to help myself. I've got nothing to lose. So, I'm going to find my friends and learn the truth behind the incident. My name is Emily. It means worthy opponent. I will not give up. I won't back down. Even though this chapter's finished, this isn't the end of the story.
I assume we got the bad ending because we didn't have the group stay together? But we'll never know. I mean, I will look it up. and maybe talk about it when we play game number 3 in like 3 or 4 years, because that's around the development cycle that they needed for this game, and there are a bit more people now, so they have a bit, they can make it faster at the same and bigger at the same time, the next game. So 3 to 4 years I'd expect. Story wise, I still liked it. Gameplay had a bit left open to be wished for. So this is not the best game. Okay, so in terms of, yeah, I mean, it's a nice little adventure game, don't get me wrong. It's quite okay. It had like this weird stuff where the graphic just didn't work properly for one level. Then it has the weird stuff where it doesn't really make save points at the start of chapters, but you have to like watch an entire cutscene with conversation and stuff you choose, and then when you're allowed to play again, then it saves, and not when the chapter break is, which was what I thought when I closed the game in between episodes. I thought like, yeah, okay, change chapters, so it would have saved. And it did for chapter 2, but it didn't for chapter 3. So it was a bit weird. So this was the second game of these Russian developers who sometimes didn't translate their pop-ups on the lower right of the screen. And I'm looking forward to the third, which will come out a few years from now, I suppose. Yeah, see you with that then. And in the meantime, in the slot, we'll be playing some short game to get over the gap until, I think it's May 14th, which is a few days from now, should be, unless I'm completely mistaken. I mean, I'm recording this in March. But we will have to bridge the gap until May 14th, which is the day that Subnautica Below Zero hits its full release. And that's when we're gonna start playing it. And I really loved Subnautica, but that's not a game I will play on my channel, just for one reason. I already played it, and all the exploration and wonder is lost. Basically, like the wow, what's that, and oh, this is all scary, how do I go past that? All this stuff is completely lost and wouldn't make a good let's play if I'm not blind on that. I mean, there are a lot of people who are just running such a survivor game from the earliest stages of early access until the full release, and play it once after full release, and then move on to the next survival sandbox early access title, and that's perfectly well for them if they build their channel like that. But mine is more about story and exploration, and that's just lost in early access. That's just playing a game in early access, that's just waste the potential of the game. So I'm always waiting until the game comes out with my channel. And I can't do that with Subnautica anymore, but with Subnautica Below Zero, where I saw like 2 screenshots and that's it. So I'm completely blind on that, and that will be fun, and I'm looking forward to that. For me it's 1.5 months to go, for you it's like a few days. So we'll be playing something short, like maybe... let's play Etherborn, that's a puzzle game I had on Epic for a while, was free once, and I never came around to play it, so let's play that tomorrow. Have a nice day, see you then.